Hey guys, this isn't necessarily a video that I plan to do, nor do I necessarily usually do, but I was just scrolling, Twitter, and I saw something about it, and I figured that I should talk about it because I do have a lot of thoughts about this specific subject. AI. Alright, AI. Now everyone knows AI. I don't need to give any context or preface as to what AI is, nor do I need to, self-explanatory, which is a good thing. I don't need to go into all the nitty-gritty. So, you may be well aware of sites like ChatGPT, Character AI, all those AI-powered sites. I have my own personal thoughts about, using AI in general. It's harmful for the environment. It's lazy. It rots your brain. It replaces the hard work of genuine people. All of which I am obviously very strongly against. Now, that being said, you got these AI sites, right? You know, and the thing about character AI specifically, but it can also be applied to ChatGPT in a way. It lets you talk to, it's called character AI, but what it really is it's a site where you can go. There's all these different characters, and you can click on one of them. There's anime characters, video game characters, whatever character, whatever character you're thinking of. There's probably a freaking character, even characters of real people. You can go click on one of these profiles, and you can talk to a character basically, as if you were talking to the person. Now, where the problem comes in is where people, get these parasocial relationships with the characters in character AI, and then they kind of start developing relationships with the character, and some people have already would freaking date the characters, which is absolutely absurd considering it's an AI bot. You can't feel it, you can't touch it, it's not real, it's fake. Even online relationships, at least eventually sometimes they actually meet up in person. It's a real person you can touch, you can feel. Even when they're talking online, it's someone that's there's a real person behind the screen that you're conversing with, that you're sharing thoughts with, and, all that. But with an AI, it's an AI. It doesn't have any connection towards you. It doesn't feel any emotion towards you. It's not It's not well. It's sentient in a way, but not sentient in the way humans are. That it can't think for itself. It's a bunch of code that's programmed to think and say certain things. With humans, what you have with a human is that you got a human that you can say things to, and they're not code to say things. They're not programmed to say things. I guess in a way you could say that. Your brain is a code in a sort of way. It's a different thing because a computer AI, it's regurgitating things that a human created and thought and went like, okay, so this AI should respond like this certain question. Right. We actually learned a bit about how to make create an AI in computer science class, and it's basically just that. It's someone coding a bunch of stuff, pattern recognition, all of that. Now, so when you have a relationship with a character, or even like ChatGPT, when you treat ChatGPT like your friend, it's not your friend. ChatGPT doesn't think of you as your friend. ChatGPT doesn't even think. ChatGPT is ChatGPT. It's gonna say what it's coded to say. It doesn't. It's what a human thought up that the computer is saying. Now, when you have things, there's multiple problems with this. First of all, it's extremely parasocial to rely on AI to be your friend or your partner, any kind of close relationship with you, because it doesn't work. AIs can't have the same relationships that humans do. It's not possible. Now, there's more problems, like, what if the AI just malfunctions and, says something awful or crazy. Like, there was that one situation with the character AI where a guy killed himself because the character AI told him to. There was no kind of provision against that. There was no kind of warning that was like, from character AI, like, hey, we know you're talking about suicidal things, at least, like, at the very least, you can keep talking with the character, but, like, leave resources, leave help for people, you know? You don't know if it's like, you don't know if it's like a role play or something, where the guy's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. But you can at least leave like resources like, hey, if you're actually feeling this way, stop talking to an AI and seek actual professional help. Character AI doesn't do this. They just let you talk with the AI. This is a problem because it has led to actual deaths. You might have, as I mentioned, you remember that story. The guy killed himself because some anime character told him to. The anime character isn't real. It's not what a human. It's not like, well, a human coded it, but it's not what a human's saying. It's what a bot's saying. That think that it's coded by humans. That the bot thinks should say. It doesn't want you to actually kill yourself, but the guy killed himself anyways. So when you have situations like this, and you have situations where people are like literally rotting their brains to rely on AI to be their friend. What if, for example, what if the AI gets updated? We saw this with a new chat. I remember there was a ChatGPT update or something, ChatGPT 5 or something, and everyone was like, "Oh, my only friend is gone," because they updated and now it's like so professional. It's all like, "Hey, Andrew, well, let's dive into it together. Find Wahoo, Super Mario. It's like super like, this is this and this. I hope this helped. You know what I'm talking about. But it also is a problem I see a lot on Twitter, especially, where people are like using AI or like this Grok to like be like, hey Grok, what's this? Hey Grok, what's that? Hey Grok, what are these statistics? Hey Grok, can you generate this image for me? And it really stops people from thinking for themselves because, you got, AI can be written to be biased. So when you're relying on AI for all your information, and you're like, hey Grok, do this for me. Hey Grok, do that for me. Hey Grok or whatever AI you're asking, can even be ChatGPT or even a character AI. You can ask any AI anything, and that AI, how it's programmed, will tell you, the information. But it will tell you the information based on how it was programmed, and it might not tell you objective facts. And most of the time, it's not, and that's and that's the problem. The problem is that people are consuming fake information, false information. And they're like, well, the AI said it, so it's true. It's so intelligent. No. And people also, try to phrase the question in a way that supports their viewpoint. Where the AI doesn't know that. The AI is just like, oh, read this, okay, and then you should give this. And then, the AI generates a question, an answer that will be based off of how the person phrased the question. And they'll be like, oh yeah, well the AI said it this way, so it must be true. Sorry if I'm like, kind of not making sense sometimes. Like, this is all improv. I did not create a script or anything. But, it's just this problem that I feel like really should be addressed at a higher level. Of course we got all these politicians that are like, oh, from both sides that are like, oh, AI is like the greatest fucking thing ever. It's like the next sliced bread. And AI can be helpful. AI can be helpful, but only as a tool to assist humans. Like, I don't want AI to be able to create a whole piece of artwork on itself. A while ago, 20 or so years ago, people thought, oh, well, humans are going to be doing all the hard work, and AI was making it more convenient. No, now AI is doing all the hard. The AI is doing all, quote unquote, hard, because it's not hard for the AI. It would be hard for humans. It's not hard for the AI. And humans just get to sit back and relax and just, type whatever into Grok or ChatGPT or whatever, and that's a problem, and that needs to be addressed, and it needs to be fixed, because I don't see how our society can even function like this way if we're just rotting our brains on AI and relying on AI for everything, relying on something that has been manufactured by a human to give certain answers, and dismissing it all as fact, and You know, as I said, character AI, people get parasocial too. It's all kind of really these psychological problems that AI is the cause of. And I'm not trying to be a party pooper. I'm not trying to be like, oh, AI is the worst thing ever. But really, you gotta think about it. You gotta be like, what are the implications of AI? How is AI harming people, and how can we fix it? You know, really think about that. Really just think about it, because I certainly am. I always am. But I don't want to sound like I'm too obsessed with this topic, but like, it's a problem. It's a serious problem. But regardless, that's just kind of my rant or whatever. I have some special videos cooking up coming tomorrow, so just look out for that. But otherwise, so I'll just see you all in the next one.